Hello, spooky friends, and welcome to another episode of Storytime with Scaryish Podcast.
Woo!
I'm Robin Grace. This is Adam Diaz.
Hello.
And today we're here with a new batch of homegrown horrors. Adam, why don't you tell us what those are?
Indeed, we are here with a new batch. Homegrown horrors are the wonderful stories that have been sent to us by you, the listener and or viewer. And they are typically stories that come from you, your friends, or your family that are supposedly true. And they are supernatural, paranormal, coincidental, sometimes extraterrestrial, sometimes true crime in nature. Robin, if someone out there had a story they would like to share with us and wanted us to share on the show, where can they send it?
You can send it to storytime@scaryish.com. That's our email. You can go to our website, scaryish.com, and there's a contact us page. You fill out that form, ask for your email, ask for all this other stuff, and it emails to us that way. And we have social media. We get a bunch actually on Facebook and stuff like that. So if you guys want to do that, that is also an option.
Indeed. And Insta and the Twitters.
Twitter.
We've only ever gotten one through Twitter.
Yeah, we don't really
bunch
do.
through Instagram though. So.
Oh, we also don't really use our Twitter. So.
I mean, our Twitter is used to post that we've released new episodes.
Yes,
those post automatically. And then every now and then we share stuff that's just to Twitter, but it's very rare. So, but either way, here's how we're going to do tonight's episode. Typically, we read 4 homegrown horrors. Tonight, we have 2 significantly long homegrown horrors, and we are going to break them up. So Robin's going to read a portion of hers. Then I'm going to read a portion of mine.
Is there a break where, like,
I figure you could pick it. That's why I did put an intentional page break onto yours. But she's going to read a portion of hers. I'm going to read a portion of mine. Break. Come back. I'll read another portion of mine since they all kind of go together. And then we'll go back to Robin for a portion of hers. And the funniest part is, after we're done with that and the episode's over, there is still more to these 2 emails that we will bring back later in a different episode.
Yep.
So, good stuff. I think we're going to go ahead and jump into the first part of the first one. So I will shut up.
Yes. All right. So this email here is from Emily, and it is titled The House for Non-Believers. That's probably Adam's house. All right.
I'm not a non-believer. I'm just a skeptic. There's a difference.
Is there?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm a hard believer. It's hard to get me to believe. Or
Do you
go with
want
that.
to believe?
I do want to believe. I have that poster
All
right
right.
there.
It is covered by Hamilton and a bunch of dragons, apparently. All right. So the story begins, or the email begins. These won't be long stories, but rather a compilation of stories I have from a house I lived in. I grew up in a small town in Indiana from kindergarten all the way to 5th grade.
Most of our stories, I think, are coming from Indiana tonight.
Ooh.
Because the second one is from my cousin, who I know grew up in Indiana. For a portion of her life, at least. So, okay.
All right. So, my grandfather was a landlord and let me, my mom, my brother, and later down the road, my soon-to-be-born sister live in this house. I grew up religious, but my mom never forced us to believe.
I was trying to be so quiet.
But my mom never forced us to believe what she believed. She wanted us to think for ourselves and learn about other religions and decide what we believe. While I still don't know whether I believe in ghosts, I do believe in angels and demons. The first story, while it didn't happen at my house, is a good backstory to how I become fascinated with the paranormal. I will title the first story The Grim Reaper. So each of these stories in this email are titled. I think this first half of the episode that I'm going to read for will only include the story for The Grim Reaper, and then I'll do another story.
Gotcha.
In the second half of the episode, so stick around. All right. So, The Grim Reaper title. Now all I can think of is that episode of Rick and Morty where it's the Purge planet and he goes to that house where the guy is reading his screenplay and it's like
oh yeah, fade in.
All right. I was a baby, believe it or not, at least still young enough to hold on. I can't read. I was a baby, I believe, or at least still young enough to sleep in a crib. My grandparents on my dad's side have always been a big part of my life, and I still, at the age of 22, try to go up as much as possible. That's so nice of you. It's really hard to see your grandparents, I feel like, when they're not like immediately right there.
Yeah.
I mean, mine is, and I'm a horrible, horrible grandchild.
You're over there fairly often, just not as often as you'd like.
Which reminds me, I have to go over there on Monday. One night, I was laid down in my crib. I remember waking up and staring at the posters in my father's room. My grandparents never took them down and still, to this day, are up. That's so cute. These posters are on a large piece of wood that is hung from the ceiling, and on the back, a large train track my grandfather built. One of the pictures always used to scare me. It was a circus, and the tiger had a snarled nose and large teeth. The storage room is also in this bedroom. It's normally filled with Christmas decorations and board games. My grandma always told us not to go in there because things could fall and she didn't want us getting hurt. As I turned over in my crib, someone walked out. Not someone I recognize. This man was tall and completely black, wearing what I can only describe as a cloak with a large hood. This thing walked out of the storage room, out my bedroom door, and down the stairs. This object moved slowly and looked almost transparent. I don't remember being scared or crying. I still sleep in that room today.
Wow.
If I saw something like that, I'd be like, no, thank you. But if you're a baby and you see that, you don't really register, that that's what you saw. Or a toddler. I guess maybe that's why you didn't get scared or cry, because you're just like, this is weird. All right. And plus, as a kid, you're always learning new things going on around you. So it's just like, well, I guess this is normal. I remember it as if it was yesterday. Being that young, seeing things I couldn't explain, I believe conditioned me to see and experience the things I saw, felt, and heard in my home, such as the lady on the ceiling.
And the lady on the ceiling is the next one you're going to tell, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Cool. So we'll stop there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We will stop there for our first one. I will say, in reference to things you remember from when you were a kid, I do not have any memories from when I still slept in a crib. And I'm not sure how long I slept in a crib as a kid. I think my earliest memories that I can recollect at this point are probably I'd say when I was around 4. I'm not sure. I can't really put my finger on the age, to be sure of it. But I think 4 is as far back as my brain is able to go. So
sometime in elementary school for me, for sure.
It's your earliest memory?
I don't remember being a baby. I don't remember.
There's a significant amount of time between baby and elementary school.
I mean, you start elementary school when you're 6.
Yeah, kindergarten, I'm pretty sure, is when you're 6.
I remember the first. I kind of remember preschool a little tiny bit, flashes of preschool, but I definitely remember when my mom took me to an elementary school and was trying to get the teachers to let me in a year early because I'm in the end of October. They didn't want me in that year. They're like, you're gonna have to bring them back next year. But my mom was forcing them to put me into school, so I graduated.
So take this kid off my hands.
Yeah, so I graduated when I was 17
nice.
Instead of 18. Yeah, because my mom was just like, get her in there.
Yeah, I had just turned 18 when I graduated. I turned 18 in May, and then I graduated the first week of June. So I was kind of the same, but you're definitely 5 months further out. So we had some kids in our class that were the same scenario where their parents fought to get them in early or they advanced a grade.
Yeah.
So
my mom wanted me to skip 4th grade and the school would not let them skip me.
But you don't remember anything prior to elementary except for some fleeting memories of preschool?
Fleeting memories of preschool. I remember a specific Easter when my parents got us Easter baskets when I was really young. I think I remember my dad's job when I was maybe a toddler or something like that. But other than that, I don't really remember doing anything as a toddler. I don't remember vacations other than what I've seen on home videos.
Yeah, I remember. I don't remember vacations from that young. I do remember some scary stuff that happened to me. My recurring nightmare that definitely happened over the course of 4, 5, and 6, maybe 5, 6, and 7. Because when I was 7, I had just turned 7 is when we moved to the house I grew up in Valparaiso, Indiana. And the Portage house is the one I remember the most of. But there was a bunch of places we lived before that when I was a baby in 1 and 2. So it's always interesting when folks send in stuff where I remember this from when I was a baby and I was sleeping in a crib. That's kind of cool.
It's cool because I don't have that experience, which is I think it's awesome that you can remember that far back because a lot of stuff happens to you when you're a kid.
It does indeed. But either way, looking forward to the rest of the stories that are to come.
Yep, especially the lady on the ceiling. I'm absolutely fucking terrified.
It sounds horrifying.
It sounds like something from Haunting at Hill House.
All right. Let's move over into stream chat, see what you folks had to say to start the show.
Why don't you crack open your drink?
So I asked Robin, hey, when you go downstairs and grab your drink, grab me a drink too. We're out of beer. And she's like, what do you want me to get you? I was like, just make it simple. I don't want to ask her to go down there and mix me something. But you got it in your eye? Is that mead?
Yeah.
Is that the mead someone bought for us?
Nope. I bought it at the store.
You're very quiet and you're not even looking
I bought it at the store. It's 19% alcohol. Would you like some?
I don't have anything to drink it out of. So
You can share my Hamilton mug. How about that?
Maybe. I have to go ahead and drink my Bud Light Seltzer Lemonade. Fucking yuck. This is a bucket of yuck right here.
Fucking yuck.
All right. Shout out to Elizabeth Tree, the first person in either channel at 5:58 Pacific Standard Time. That's 32 minutes early for those of you keeping track. Enzo Matrix was there 4 minutes after that. I Am Beef Trainer said, hey, all. Just taking a break on the baking to check in. Almost done baking for the night.
Nice.
I Am Beef Trainer also said, hoping to be back in time for the stream.
Nice.
Christina's over there on Facebook. Thank you for joining us, Christina. Captain Fake Eye has joined us as well. Lore and Glitch Grim. Nice to see the regulars. Lunabin is here. Red Keto is here. Emily over on YouTube. It is the Emily whose story Robin just read, and we'll be reading at the end. So thank you for writing the stories, Emily. We appreciate it.
Captain Big Eye says, chilling with Watson on my lap. Oh, I miss Watson.
Watson had surgery today. It apparently went well, so that's good to know.
Yay.
So cute kitty cat. Didn't have to wear a cone either. She says, poor kitty has a gigantic cut on his back and stitches from his surgery.
I could see no cone if it's like on their back and they can't really
reach it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what she said. It's that he can't reach it. Pink Penguin says, hey, everyone. Back to doing my homework while I watch the Scaryish live stream. Hell yeah. Sounds good.
Boop, boop, boop.
Gonna keep scrollin'.
Westerner says, hashtag team pumpkin rolls. Are those like cinnamon rolls, but with pumpkin?
I would guess. And there's, I think, pictures in our Discord regarding it.
Ooh. Pumpkin penguin. Pink Penguin says, we will once again be blessed with Adam's woo.
Indeed you were. I hope you enjoyed it.
Lenad over Lenad, Texas says hello there.
Hello there.
Lenad.
Brandon's over there on
Line-eyed.
Twitch as well.
Line-eyed. Fuck.
That's why I had
I'm
you read that
tired,
one.
okay? I'm like, oh man.
I was really wondering whether or not Robin was going to stop playing the new Halo multiplayer that released to do the show, because if she didn't stop, I was going to be like, you're so irresponsible, and then join her party and play the fuck out of that game.
I
love Halo.
Loving Halo. Halo Infinite is so good so far, and I'm just playing the multiplayer, you know? It's just classic Halo antics, just...
Yep. 911 girl says, it's been so long since we've seen you. Miss you.
It's been like a month.
We miss you too, and
guys.
thank you so much for stopping by to watch the dogs.
Yes, we owe you so much. Well, they did get my birthday donut, so that's good.
Yeah, that's true. Brian on YouTube, who is also known as I'm What's for Dinner over on Twitch, typically said, just spent the day with my wife making pumpkin rolls and cinnamon rolls from scratch.
Nice.
Chunks just said, woo! Thank you for joining us, Chunks, too. We appreciate it. Keep scrolling. The Snarked is here. Says, hi, y'all. What up, Snarked? Snarked was with us on our adventure down to the Superstition Mountain. So if you heard that episode, everything that we told you that happened, he was right there for all of it. It's pretty awesome. Gonna keep on going.
I would do it again.
Oh, yeah, I totally would, too.
I would bring more stuff to prepare. But, yeah.
I Am Beef Trainer says, coyotes are getting their woos on here. Don't like these coyotes.
Man.
We heard them in the night, which was cool for me because I used to hear them all the time. Terrifying for Robin. Pink Penguin says, coyotes freak me out too. Captain Vega said, Indiana, the most haunted state. LOL.
Wow.
Indiana is the most haunted state in this episode for sure because it has all the stories. I assume. I'm guessing that when I actually start reading these, my cousin's going to be like, I actually didn't live in Indiana during the story. And I'll be like, son of a bitch. All right.
I need to dye my hair again. Look, it's already like getting so dark up here.
It's a lot of hair. All right, let me give some shout outs for some notifications that came in. Call me Rosie or Rosie. I'm going to go with Rosie. It's a Z, but I'm going to go with Rosie. Call me Rosie followed us 3 days ago.
Shout out
to Who Took Pretzels. Almost like pretzels, but with an N. For following us 3 hours ago. Shout out to Captain Fake Eye, Laura Ann, Enzo Matrix, Elizabeth Tree, Cursed Wolf, and Cursed Wolf again for redeeming 5 drinks and 1 high five.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Snark for resubscribing.
Ooh, that was a good one.
That was loud.
My ears are ringing.
Shout out to the Snark for resubscribing with a 33rd month. Said, Rhett, are you walking around outside my tent? That was horrifying.
It was horrifying. I was laying
there
like...
It wasn't, are you walking around outside?
It
was, are you standing right outside my tent? Which is even worse verbiage when the answer is no. Shout out to 911 Girl, who subscribed for the 16th month and said, woo! We appreciate all of the support, all of the drinks. Now we have to drink 5 separate drinks.
All right, you taste that first.
It tastes like butt.
Does it?
Ugh.
Does it taste like Butt Light?
You know what? Well, it tastes like is if you buy like that plastic lemon thing from the store that's like lemon juice. You know what I'm talking about? You know,
the yellow thing that looks like a lemon?
Yeah, that has lemon juice in it. And you just poured a bunch of like Sweet and Low in it and shook it up and then spit in it. That would taste like a Bud Light seltzer lemonade.
But there's peach in there.
That's fucking gross. Why was it called Bud Light seltzer lemonade if it's peach flavored?
It's peach lemonade.
That's fucking gross. Why? There's nothing else you could have gotten me? There wasn't any like turpentine or isopropyl alcohol I could have fucking drank?
Here, try this.
I have to try your drink first? I've already tried this before. Yeah. It's fucking gross.
It's a bucket of yuck.
Yeah, it smells like vodka mixed with wine.
I can't believe it's 19%. Ooh.
I can.
Tastes like butt.
I'll stick with my Bud Light butt. All right.
Your butt light.
Cursed Wolf joined us
More
and
like
said,
butt heavy.
Woo! That's funny. Also, fuck you. MB Train said to Captain Fake Eye, we saw one 2 days in a row, one day heading to church and the next day heading to work. Both were around the same time of day to 7-ish a.m.
Adam kept saying coyote.
You say coyote.
Coyote.
You say coyote in the Midwest.
I say coyote. I don't know. I always grew up calling them coyotes, so I'm like, what the fuck is a coyote?
Captain Fake Eye says, my mom goes on daily evening walks and has seen a coyote. I told her she has to bring her gigantic flashlight next time. Friend of ours, Kara, was taking her little dogs on a walk, and she saw a couple of coyotes that were like following them. Her dogs were like toy size, like 10 pounds at most. And she was really worried that the coyotes were coming after the dogs. So she had to like hitchhike her way and like get someone. She had to like flag someone down to like let her get in their car to drive her home. So she has like wild dog repellent now she carries with her when she walks. You okay over there?
Yeah, it tastes like butt.
I'm also counting my
bad.
sip of your crap for one of my drinks. I only have 3 drinks left until someone redeems the 6th drink. The mysterious 6th drink
And
of
the
the
Matrix
night.
says most coyotes are pack hunters. So just one isn't too bad, but when you start hearing them communicate together, shit happens quick. Yeah, man. When we were in that tent and just hearing them talk back and forth, I was just like, fuck.
Well, howl back and forth.
Yeah, well, it
They
was
were
more
like, hey,
No.
Bill, where are you, Bill?
Well, what do? They do that yipping thing, right? Where it's like, well, that's a dolphin, but you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah, just like that.
yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I hear the noise in my head right now. Shout out to Chunks who redeemed the 6th drink. I have 3 left to go now. IMB Trans says to Captain Fake Eye, who said eek, very much so is our neighbor's field where he grows crops for his cattle.
Can you touch coyote? Like, are they at all domesticated where you can be like, you want to bite of this?
They'll bite the fuck out of you.
Oh.
You might be able to get them and like get them to come over and eat something, but they'll probably want to eat.
You can't domesticate them and turn them into little
I'm sure if
pet
you
dogs?
raised one from when it's like a pup, you could do it. I don't think you can take a wild coyote and domesticate it. You probably could, but it'll be a ton of fucking work. So if you're looking to pet a coyote, I'm sure there's opportunities out there somewhere. All
Isn't
right.
it interesting? Coyotes are like dogs, but we're like, dogs are man's best friend. Coyote's just too angry of a dog.
And it's smaller too. It's funny because there's breeds out there that would fuck a coyote up real good, which is why some of those breeds were domesticated and became shepherd dogs because they could chase off coyotes. Wolves, not so much.
Well, there's like beagles used for hunting and stuff.
It's completely different, but yeah, sure. That's another use a different dog has. ASP Bunny says, my only crib memories is escaping it as a toddler. That's hilarious. MQI says, we have a bad coyote problem here. They are so loud.
Yip, 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 yip,
Curse Wolf
yip,
says,
yip.
drinking high five. That's for you, buddy. Gonna keep
Couldn't
scrolling.
see your hand, but all right.
Can you see it now? They can't. Can you? Fuck you.
It's fucking rude.
But
yeah, Halo Infinite, so good. And it's free right
I
now.
like how you went back to Halo.
I just want to play Halo all day, every day, but I have homework tonight, and I have to con prep. So if you guys are in the Las Vegas area, there's going to be Sin City Anime this weekend with the girls over at the JJ Obsession. So look for us under Artsy Engineers, because we're all engineers and we're artsy.
Can you center yourself on the camera, please? Not just lean. Yeah, scoot your chair. Move your microphone to you.
Oh yeah, that'll chestnut. Ow.
All right. MB Trina says they're kind of out of control here. We dealt with a population explosion of them. MQI says always afraid they're going to get the dogs. They come right up to the house at night. That's fucking scary. Enzo Matrix, so you already read that one. Brian over there on YouTube says, good news. I am being promoted at work. The manager is making me a lead. I'm already doing most of the work a lead does, but now he's making it official.
Pay
Nice.
bump.
Hells yeah. That's good news. Congratulations.
The words are starting to blend together. They're so tiny.
They're the same size they always are. Pink Penguin says, a coyote got my outdoor cat years ago. My mom has small dogs, and it's a legit fear that one will snatch them.
I am confident that Yui would put up a good fight.
She would. She's fucking like that.
She's
half of her, the German
scary.
Shepherd, is definitely defensive.
We've seen her snap before because some people just
don't put their dogs on leashes and let them charge your dog that's on a leash because they're terrible pet owners and people in general. And because I had my hand on our dog's leash and was able to hold her up, their dog survived. Otherwise, our dog would have killed their dog. MQI says, my mom's dog was killed by one. MQI also says, so was my favorite barn kitty this summer. Damn, that's a lot of
Ghost
trauma.
Dunk says, just saw Eternals. It was okay.
A lot of the reviews I've heard is, it was okay.
I saw
not terrible.
I saw a post on the Asian Americans group, and it was about the scene. There's a scene in Eternals where there's like a Hindu wedding, I think. And
people kissed
and
it,
they
right?
kiss, and they're like, yes. They obviously don't know what these weddings are like to have someone, the couple kiss. No.
Nice try, though. GG's. IMB Trans says, pumpkin rolls are like the Swiss rolls, but way better and more amazing. We made our pumpkin rolls from scratch, and I make the cream cheese filling to have more pumpkin in it.
Nice.
That is nice. Scroll. Red Keto wrote, hashtag shout out the shout out.
Glitch says, can I get a shout out to Killsma? It's his B-Day. Love him. The best birthday to you. Bye-bye.
Happy birthday, Steve.
Killsma.
Happy birthday, Killsma. His name is Steve. He's the best Warzone player of our group, and I miss playing together. Captain Vegas says to MQI.
I would drop Warzone in a second because I'm all about that.
I really wish Halo
life.
had a battle royale mode. We'll see if it gets one. Captain Fake says to MQI, I'm going to pretend like I know what that is. I have only ever shot a BB gun my whole life.
Oh, because they're talking about the 22.
Yeah, 22 works fine.
It's just a small caliber gun.
Yeah. It's the gun that I was taught to shoot on when I was 7 years old.
It's like cute. If you have ever played Overwatch, Ash, the character Ash, her gun is like a 22. How small?
Her rifle?
Yeah, it's like a 22.
I mean, I shot on a 22 revolver when I learned.
Oh, so. Me? I've only ever done a rifle where it's just like bitch ass. You know, it's so small.
I think the first rifle I shot was a 30-30, which I fucking loved. I miss it so much. All right, I'm going to keep scrolling here. Brian says, so why do you have a drink that you despise? Because we don't have beer. This is like one of the only things that I can drink right now. I'm going to scroll.
You better drink some more. You got 4 more.
ASP Bunny says, I have 3 more. ASP Bunny says, I call a coyote a dingo. LOL. I'm not sure if there's an actual difference between coyotes and dingoes, but I can't imagine if it was different that it's much different. Amanda says, Amanda says, saw a coyote on the way to Summerlin Costco one day. I've heard there's been a lot on the freeway in the last couple of years too.
I work in the north south. Wait, hold on, north south. Never eat. I work on the east side of town, like far east, where it's just like wasteland, not literally, but
like Fallout. Picture that.
But coyotes show up all the time in that area. When I'm driving home, you can see them like on the side of the road and stuff. I don't know why, but they do.
Cameron over there on Facebook says coyotes are wimps. I mean, in comparison to like a human being or a giant dog, yes. But smaller animal and cattle, not so much. Gonna keep scrolling here.
The Snark says, I was passed the fuck out in my tent. Oh, when we heard all the coyotes and all that stuff. Oh my god, also parasites. Fuck, parasites freak me the fuck out. Have you ever seen the video of the parasite within the grasshopper or the, I think it was
praying
a
mantis.
praying mantis,
Yeah.
where they put it in water and the thing comes out of it and it's just like
gross. It's haunting.
It is absolutely fucking haunting.
Captain Fig Eye says, they seem like they're a pain to get and store, especially when I have kids.
Guns.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it's not the easiest thing for sure. Ghost Dunk says, sometimes I bring a rake with me walking outside at night if I heard coyotes, pronounced coyotes. See?
God damn it,
I
dude.
say it. Howling. Captain Vegas said, LOL at coyotes. Gonna keep scrolling. MQI says, mine are for safety and predators. I don't hunt. I have a 5-year-old. Classes are very informative for storing and using safely. Indeed. My dad had a gun safe, so we were pretty much always kept away from the guns unless he let us.
From the guns because it was gun safe.
Sure. I hate you so much. Stark says, we also had a wild mouse that jumped into our trash bag. I named it Radagast. It's funny. I named him Skitters because he was just skittering left and right.
Well, we were just sitting there talking, and every once in a while we would all hear this rustling, but when we went to the bag, nothing would happen.
I mean, it showed up because Robin dropped potato salad on the ground, didn't pick it up, and then it kept coming back and snagging a piece of potato salad off the ground, and then eventually it wound up in our garbage bag, and we could hear it. Everyone's like, what the fuck is that noise?
It escaped on its own.
Yeah, it wound up just jumping out. Pink Penguin said, I saw Eternals in the theaters and kids gasped and said sus during the sexy scene.
Wow.
What's sus about sexy scenes? No spoilers. We're probably going to watch it. I've already had the post-credit scene spoiled for me, which is really annoying.
ASB Bunny says Apex has Battle Royale.
Isn't that all Apex has? Is 3 versus 3 Battle Royales and solos, I think?
Wait, Battle Royale is 3v3?
Or solos in Apex. You've never played Apex, have you?
But how can it be Battle Royale if it's 3v? Oh, it's
the same way Battle Royale for 4v4.
So it's a bunch of parties of 3.
Correct.
Okay. When you say 3v3, I think it's like how...
You can't make the connection that it's parties of 3.
No, because 3v3 is just 3 people versus 3 people.
Okay. IMB Trans says, by the way, I want a skunk for a pet. Get that smell gland removed, and I'd say that would be a cute pet. Otherwise, it's going to be...
I think ferrets are cute.
Very, very smelly.
Chinchillas
I had a ferret growing up. They are very cute. Chunk says, I won't touch a gun. I'm very clumsy.
I'm afraid of cleaning one.
Good to be self-aware. Cleaning them is not that hard as long as you take the ammo out first, then you disassemble it. The only fear you really have to have when you disassemble a gun to clean it is, can you reassemble it? All right. Gonna scroll a little bit here. Conversation back and
forth.
Glitch
says there's a difference between coyotes and dingoes. One has a Dengeirdo.
I have no idea what that is.
Dengeirdo.
Brian over there on YouTube says, talking about parasites, may remember a show called Monster Inside Me. It's a medical show about parasites. My favorite episode was about a guy who had a worm in his eyeball.
I remember the one about the huge ass tapeworm that kept, like, every time they went to the bathroom, they felt something coming out and then it would go back in.
I really don't want to talk about this. This is fucking gross. Snark said, Destiny, anyone? I really could never get into Destiny.
Nope. Pass on Destiny. But I played it before they redid the audio of the ghost.
Peter Dinklage's audio? Yeah, that's like long time ago. Yeah. They've had multiple releases since then.
Yeah.
Chunk says they have duos and arenas now. I'm guessing that's for Apex. Ghost Dunk says, yo, I just learned that dingoes are feral dogs that are descended from dogs domesticated by ancient humans. So it's like we domesticated them as ancient humans and then they went wild again.
911 girl says it's Wile E. Coyote, not coyote.
I mean, it's a regional thing. So. All right. Ferrets are illegal in California, apparently, according to Pink Penguin. That's good to know. Curse Wolf says we have 4 ferrets.
You have ferrets?
Gotta come over and visit your ferrets.
I know. I need to play with all of them.
Brian said he said he could see it moving around while they were killing it with a laser. That's fucking disgusting. Captain Vega says ferrets equal long cats. That's pretty accurate. MQI says, oh, hey, I meant to message you guys and thank your families on Veterans Day. Please still thank them. I can't believe I forgot. The gun talk made me remember that. It's very sweet of you. We went out to dinner with my dad on Veterans Day, or excuse me, lunch. So we celebrated Veterans Day and Robin's birthday because we were out of town for quite some time, so we weren't able to get back to celebrate Robin's birthday with my dad for like 10 days.
Amanda says, didgeridoo is an instrument. It's true.
Oh, I get it. It was just didgeridoo spelled a little bit weird.
Ah, gotcha.
A dang Gyardo instead of didgeridoo. Come on, Glitch, you're better than that.
A Gyarados.
The Snark says ferrets equal cat sneak.
Cat snick.
Pretty much. And MQI says, anyone in this chat that's served or have family that have served, thank you. It's late, but never too late to thank people for their service. It's funny because when I try and thank Robin's sister, she's like, don't thank me. I didn't fucking do anything. And I'm like, still, like, you signed up. You had to go to a different place. You had to change your life all around. And she's like,
different place. By a different place, it's like Kuwait and Iraq.
Yeah. She's just she downplays it so hard. She's like, I didn't do anything. I just sat around.
But she, like, I don't know, man.
Which is horseshit because we've heard stories about how she didn't just sit around. Brian says ferrets are the offspring of a hyperactive cat and a curious snake. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate.
I'm trying to imagine that and it just is gross. All right, your turn.
You're trying to imagine the act of combining them?
The act of one animal doing the other animal.
Oh, I was just imagining the act of them being merged, not the fucking. That's pretty fucking weird.
Okay, you go.
Hang on, I got 2 more drinks.
I have 3 more. 4 more since Chunkster redeemed another one.
I read that too, so it's just not good.
Yeah, chug.
I'm doing my drinks. Get out of here. I'm not fucking chugging.
Why not?
Because I don't want to put all that in my body. All
you
right.
don't want to put a lot.
Do you want to like lean back over to your microphone? You fucking creep. She does this to me all the time. She is this far from my face, and she whispers like McMurray asking about really dirty things. All right.
I've never seen so many tasties in my life.
I hate you so much. Shout out to IMB Trainer for redeeming a high five. Now stay on your fucking side. Let me read this. All right, I'm going to get into the first part of the stories I will be reading this evening. This one's subject is stories from you, and it comes from Lexi, and Lexi is my cousin. And it starts out like this.
Very sweet and sends us Christmas cards and stuff.
She is awesome.
Birthday cards. I was just like, that's so sweet.
She is so nice. Starts out like this. Hello, Adam, Robin, Auntie Linda, Spooky Family, and friends. Everyone else say hello. Hello. I have a few more stories for the podcast. Feel free to split them for better episode listening. Thank you for the recommendation. They're all numbered, so I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3 now, and then we're going to take a break.
Take a break.
Number 1. My great-grandmother on my father's side died in 1981 when I was 8. At some point after her death, I woke in the middle of the night and she was sitting on the right side of my bed.
Well, that's terrifying.
We chatted, but I don't know what we spoke of since she was Romanian and spoke very little, if any, English. I believe the conversation was in Romanian, which I do not speak at all. I wasn't scared. I was happy to see her. Actually, I was surprised since she was visiting me at my Oma and Opa's house, and as far as I know, she was never at that house. So I'm pretty sure Oma and Opa is another term for grandma and grandpa, just on the other side of the family. And number 2 is 6 years after Oma passed, we, and in parentheses, the we means my mom, and my stepdad, moved across state. We had been at the new house for a few years when I awoke one night and Oma was sitting on the right side of the bed.
Same side again.
Same side, different relative that had passed away visiting. We had a full conversation that I don't remember any of. The feeling that I had was that the conversation was about my son, who was 5-ish at the time. I was calm about the visit, and I was so happy to see her as I missed her after all these years. It was like watching a movie on mute with no subtitles. I wish I remembered the conversation. It was like I had a feeling about the chat. Here's the thing. She had never physically been to this house since she passed years before we moved. For some reason, I didn't tell my mom and aunt about it until a year later. I didn't feel the need to say anything about when it happened. We had her ashes at the house for many years. Why the chat with no volume? I still cherish the visit. She looked as beautiful as she had before she passed. I still miss her and hope she is proud of how we all turned out. Number 3. After Oma passed, my aunt, in parentheses, mom's sister, had her ashes at the house for a year or 2. My mom, Ramona, gets a call. I don't know if I should put the name in there. I'm just going to go with my mom. It's my Aunt Ramona's name.
Well, it's going to be on the internet forever in the video.
Yeah, that's true. My mom gets a call one evening from my aunt, and mom's side sounds odd. What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you laughing? Are you coughing?
I'm coughing.
Commit to it.
Try not to cough real loud. I think I got the black
just enough to interrupt and be really weird. All right. My mom gets... Oh, God damn it. Fuck, here we go. My mom gets a call one evening from my aunt, and mom's side sounds odd. After she hung up, I asked what my aunt wanted. Mom relays the story from my aunt. In the dream, my aunt is making a highball for Oma, and she is in physical form. She loved her vodka tonics.
Wow.
As my aunt is making the drink, Oma says, Ramona makes the drink better. I need to stay with her. Aww. You need to take me to Ramona. Ramona is my cousin's mom. Mom shows up in the dream, and my aunt picks up Oma, carries her over to my mom, and hands Oma to my mom. As she is telling me this, I'm getting my shoes on. My mom asks what I'm doing, and I say, Oma wants to come here. Let's go get her. So we drove to my aunt's house in Valparaiso, and when we walked in, my aunt walked over to my mom and handed her Oma's urn.
Oh.
My aunt took her to Ramona. This is how Oma came to live with us and has since moved cross-country with me and Ray. Ray is her husband.
Oh.
That's super cool. She's just like, you make shitty drinks, send me away.
Oh, rude.
It's kind of funny because I can just imagine like people in my family being like that if they're visiting from beyond the grave, like, pass me along now. Thank you. All right, we're going to take a break right there and we will come right back.
I'm trying to think of what I would do. Okay, say I'm in an urn, right? I'm trying to think of what I would do. I expect that we'll either end up in our kids' homes or someone will give me to my sister Liz. And I'll just be like, fucking put something else on the TV other than Hallmark. Please, my ghost is dying here.
If you go first, I'm going to sprinkle some of your ashes onto a Blu-ray of 50 Shades.
No.
So that way you can be with it forever, since you made me watch that shit
Compress
so
me
much.
into a sick-ass record.
Wow.
I want this record. I want this vinyl album to haunt you forever.
I mean, I think I would want to be cremated. I would want to be dispersed, like one handful, one fistful per family member, however much that is.
Someone look up or tell me how much it costs to be pressed into a diamond. Because if I could get handed...
Because she wants to waste your money even in death.
But I want to get handed down to family member after family member and just be like, this is the haunted gem.
Mm-hmm. This is the haunted diamond of Jen. This is the haunted diamond of Robin. That's kind of horrifying. But yeah, I want everyone to just reach into my urn, grab a scoop of my ashes, put it in their pocket, take it home, put it in whatever thing you'd like to keep me in. Coffee can, doesn't matter.
You know how
but throw me in the eyes of your enemy when you need to.
You know
so
how
have your back
people
one more time.
how people brush their teeth with the carbon stuff?
Yeah. You want to be turning into toothpaste? It's fucked up.
That is fucked up, but it's funny.
I guess.
Put my body in your mouth.
All right. We will be right back with the rest of these, or like more of this fucking story. God damn it. All right, let's look on stream chat and see what you folks had to say.
Put my ashes in your mouth.
All right.
You know, there's a dessert. There's a black sesame dessert. You've seen me eat it before, where it's like literally that hot black stuff, right? Eat me. Just put me into some of that. No one will fucking know.
Nah. There was an episode of Married with Children where Al grills out all the time on this charcoal grill. And he says, like, the secret to all of his barbecue always being good is he never changes the ashes. He just puts new charcoal on top. Mm-hmm. So, like, it always has, like, the flavor of everything that's dripped into it, like, smoking up into it. And someone accidentally cleans his grill for him. And they're like, oh, no, it's ruined. And then Kelly, who's the idiot of the family, decides the best way to fix it is to put the ashes of like their deceased neighbor or something like that into the grill to replace the ashes from the coals. And everyone talks about like, oh my God, this is the best burger I've ever had. And slowly people around the cookout start realizing what's happened because they get told. And I think the end of the episode is someone like strangling Kelly because they're so pissed at her.
Oh my God.
All right. I'm gonna keep scrolling.
MQI says, we called my uncle, who is a Vietnam vet, and told him Happy Veterans Day, I assume. And he was like, thanks.
That's how my dad was too.
I don't ever call my dad and be like, oh, Happy Veterans Day. He's like, yeah, what the fuck ever. Not those exact words. It's funny because there's people, like Vietnamese people, if they are around me and my younger sister, they're always just like, sorry for my language if they use like the word stupid. I'm like, no. That's fucking stupid.
Don't say sorry, you twat. That's pretty dumb. Brian says, LOL, Adam was imagining it like a Dragon Ball Z fusion while Robin's mind went to furry hentai.
Wait, what was?
Not sure what that was about already.
It was about the combining of snakes and cats.
Yeah, I want to see the end result. I don't want to see the fucking tentacle porn. All right, gonna keep scrolling. Captain Vegas says, oh my God, Robin, that Hamilton mug is everything.
Oh my God.
We got it from the show in LA on her birthday.
We spent way too much money because I also have a Hamilton tote bag.
And I have it's right here actually.
It's just a gold quill.
It's a gold quill, but like there's a lot of symbolism in the play when he hands him the quill because that's when he becomes Washington's right-hand man and he doesn't throw away his shot. Cassandra over there I
want to watch it again now.
Cassandra over there on Facebook says, oh, hey, split screen now. Why is that? We've been doing this for like a year and a half or so.
It's really hard for us in this tiny room to have a desk that goes across the entire middle of it. So it's easier for us to have like my desk back here and then his desk on this side and then just have webcams that we record with instead of the video camera. Because the video camera also takes up a lot of space.
Not to mention that this is how it used to be. My desk, like if the room is like a rectangle, my desk would bisect the room so that I would have to like suck it in and like sneak through the side right here to get to my desk. All the wires were exposed just so that on Wednesdays, I could take everything off my desk, all my work stuff, all my monitors, rearrange the entire office, bring the camera in, set up the desk for the Scaryish stuff, record for 90 minutes, and then replace everything on my desk, which takes just fucking forever. And then we did the side-by-side one time. We're like, this actually looks pretty good, and I think we're okay with this. And most importantly, if we do this regularly, I can put my desk in a normal spot because I work from home and not have the office constantly look like shit. And I think it looks all right. So that's why.
Let's see. Glitch says, how come some people are buried and some people have to... Oh. Some people have to earn it.
Wah, wah. 5 out of 10 on your joke, Glitch.
ASB Bunny says, if money was an issue, I'd want to be a diamond. I want to be a gem that's placed into this gorgeous piece of jewelry, like maybe a necklace that is just like a few layers, right? Like something that looks expensive. Just divide me up into a bunch of diamonds. And then I want it to be like the family heirloom. It's like, this necklace was made from the body of my mother and my grandmother and my grandmother before her.
If money isn't an issue, I want to be uploaded, my consciousness uploaded into the internet, and then eventually I'll take over some sort of robot body.
Adam
like
was
Ultron.
saved.
So, exactly. I'm going to keep scrolling. Hi, Beatrice says, at least I don't miss much when Twitch is being too goofy. Yeah, because you can we have 3 or 4 other places you can go to watch us. That's always nice.
Yeah, Elizabeth Tree says, I want to be a tree.
Nice.
I think that's cute too, being turned into a tree. The only problem with
Haunted
me,
forest.
No. The only problem for me being turned into a tree is that you are there forever. And if your kids move on and they
chop you right the fuck down, take you
and
with,
then what if
burn you for firewood.
What if the neighbors are like, this tree's fuck ugly, you know? And then they chop you down. How fucked,
What if you become a tree and then you get struck by lightning? It's like God took you out twice. That's fucked up.
No. Being a tree is too, what is the word? No, not sedimentary. It's too permanent. Okay, staying in one place.
Robin can't
forever.
even make commitment in the afterlife.
What? I make commitment.
I make a commitment.
I commit to this fucking podcast every week. Suck my balls.
Barely. Captain Fake Eye says, get made into diamond, then made into engagement ring. Forever haunt future generations.
Yes.
That's pretty good. Snark says, my friend's hips are made of titanium. He says he wants to compress his husband into a diamond and the titanium to be made into a ring. There is more, but it's hella inappropriate. I think we'll leave it at the romantic spot where you are combined into a single ring that I imagine has like something worse about it that I don't want to picture right now.
I'm just imagining the most inappropriate piercings possible.
Oh, God. I'm good with being cremated and then turned into a brick. Apparently, cremated remains turn to bricks. Did not know that. Gonna keep scrolling. MQI says, LOL, the diamond thing isn't too much less than a grave.
Yo, I want that. Yes. Let's do it. Let's turn into diamonds.
We're gonna get to that point in our life where we're gonna have to decide where we want to be buried and then buy the plot of land.
I don't want to be buried.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I want to get set on fire.
Fuck. Pink Penguin says, it's 55 degrees right now. My feet are popsicles. Poor circulation problems.
I mean, hello, like, why would you want to get buried somewhere, one place, and then your family's like, you're too far for us to visit you anymore because they've moved across the country.
I mean, one person's going to get the urn, and then everyone else is going to have to come see that person. So you got to hope that person's not a fucking prick.
Or you just divvy
yourself up. You're going to be stuck on their urn. You're going to get split into a bunch of different urns?
Yeah.
So you're stealing my idea then, except you're not getting thrown into people's eyes.
I mean,
lame.
Say like... Because you don't know which parts of the arms or legs or whatever, right? So it's just like you're like digital at that point, right? You're a bunch of pixels and everyone
That's
has
why I want to be
pixels.
uploaded.
This is fucking weird. All right.
Breeball says, howdy, just joining now. Welcome. There's 2 more stories to go. Snark says, I want to be turned into a necklace of fireballs. That worked out pretty well when I had my necklace of fireballs during our last one shot together.
ASB Bunny says, a tree, if planted in the in suburbia, will eventually rot and need to be taken down. Depends on the tree. Some trees live for fucking ever.
Depends on the landowner,
what if you're a fucking redwood?
Oh, yeah. There's a bunch of trees, like, back where I grew up in Northwest Indiana. Well, yeah. And in Portage in particular, like, there's fucking super, super old trees.
Plant me in the redwood forest.
That are in parks and stuff like that. I wouldn't want to be planted in suburbia where you could just get pulled out as soon as you grow too long and a fucking neighbor wants a land dispute or some shit like that.
I was just thinking, like, getting planted in the backyard, you know? And then I mean, I don't know if people do that.
I just want to be a robot. MQI says, I want to get my best little dog turned into a diamond. I have her ashes. She was with my mom from 8th grade to 30 years old.
Whoa!
But I just can't afford the $3,000 to do it.
Oh, yo. Okay,
expensive.
you know what? That's what I'm going to put in my will. I'm going to be like, $3,000, set it aside and turn me into a fucking diamond. What if it's cheaper when we die because technology is so advanced? They're like, diamonds. Blah. There's a level above diamonds now.
You don't want to be micro machines and go into people's bloodstream? All right. I'm going to scroll.
I want to get turned into a microchip.
Brian says, how much does a Viking funeral cost? As much as the wood costs and the arrow and the fire to light it with. But you better have a friend that knows how to fucking shoot, or else they're going to be shooting all day and you're just going to float away.
Remember that scene from
Game of Thrones
where that guy kept missing? And it's like, you suck, dude.
And his fucking older brother goes over and just shoves him out of the way and shoots one arrow, hands him back his bow, turns around, walks away before the arrow hits, and it hits too. That guy's name is the Blackfish. He's a fucking badass.
The Snark says, graves are for the living. I just want to be green.
It's weird.
Like weed? You just want to be turned into
weed? I have
weed?
no idea.
Imagine your body gets turned into fertilization for what you love most.
Sour Patch Kids?
You love...
Do they grow?
Wait, you love Sour Patch Kids most?
You said what I love most. You're what I love most, but I can't fertilize you by becoming poop.
The second thing on that list is Sour Patch Kids.
I mean, the second thing on the list would probably be like other people. I went down until I got to the first thing is food, and it was like, all right, Sour Patch Kids it is.
Your favorite food is Sour Patch Kids?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? What is your favorite thing that is actually grown from the ground?
Steak.
I fucking hate you.
Cucumbers. You fucking know that.
Of course you do. You don't use them to eat, though.
Lizzie B says, hello, smiley face. What up, Lizzie B? Thank you for joining us. All right. Cool.
Hello, Lizzie B.
Snark says, I will 100% Viking funeral you.
My mom would be pissed.
Be so fun,
all right.
though.
Why don't you read your next
Now I'm going to go ahead and run the commercial.
Oh, yeah. Commercials. That's a thing.
That thing you forget about.
Welcome to everybody who's just joined us on Twitch. We are about to go into our commercial break. It's only 60 seconds. And after the 60 seconds, we're going to get into some more homegrown horrors.
If you are on YouTube or on Facebook, you do not get it. If you are on Twitch and you are a sub, you also do not get it. Do not touch my nipples.
No.
I know that look. And here comes the 60-second ad right now.
Our live stream is unstable, just like me.
It always says unstable because this fucking internet sucks balls. All right. Although it says that we're streaming solid at 8K bitrate, it also doesn't like to stream 8K bitrate from here.
Thank you so much, 911 Girl, for cheering 100 bits.
Thank you so much. That was 12 minutes ago. Holy shit.
Thank you so much, I Am Beef Trainer, for redeeming a high five. High five.
We already did this, but okay.
Oh, we did? Okay. High five again. Freebies. I still need to drink 4 more times, I think. 3 more times? Fuck, I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I don't keep track of your shit. I figured that you're big enough so you can keep track of your shit too. All right. So I don't want to talk about anything in particular. It's coming through in chat during these 60 seconds.
Brandon Chicken says Jamie was watching a TikTok and it said Sour Patch Kids the same exact time you did.
Fucking A.
That's terrifying.
Coincidence? Probably. I like how I literally just got done saying I don't want to read anything from the Twitch chat during these 60 seconds, and then that's exactly what you did, because you do not listen to fucking anything I say.
Nope. Who wants to listen to you?
I hate you so much. I would hope some people, since we have a fucking podcast. Right. MQI says, I do love a good steak. We make our own. They are delicious. Hereford steak. Don't know if I said that right. Shout out to Enzo Matrix for donating 500
Thank you
bits.
so much.
Brings our November goal up to 600 biddies.
I love your guys' Christmas photos. They're so cute.
They are.
They're so pretty. I don't think I could pull any of that shit off. Because, well, one, I don't have cute kids to make it super cute. Imagine us with our dogs just like Christmas photos.
Al Moore over there on YouTube says, been listening to you guys since 2017. Today I re-listened to the Isle of Man episode. Adam had me rolling when he was telling the story of Finn McCool fighting the other giant person. Nostalgia. God, I can't believe we've been doing this for 4 years. This episode we just put out was 2020, or Jesus Christ, 205. 208 is our 4-year anniversary episode. Holy fuck. So we'll have an episode for 206 and 207, and then the anniversary episode will probably be what we've come to do for our anniversary episodes, which is like an Ask Us Anything, us reflecting on the previous year style thing.
All right.
So that'll be fun.
Oh,
we'll be doing it soon.
I'm sweating. It was 50 degrees this morning, and I was like, this is amazing. And then it turned into 70-something in the afternoon, and I was like, fuck everything.
I have to air out a beef right now, live on air.
What?
So there's this thing that happens where Robin will get up, and if she gets up before me, which isn't all the time, I think it's only on Wednesdays, in fact, she will be usually angry that I'm still sleeping. Every time I wake up and she's still sleeping, I'm like, I love you. And I give her a kiss, and I walk out of the room all quiet. She'll wake up as loud as she can, bump into the bed.
Have a good night, 911 girl.
Thank you, 911
Have
girl.
a good rest of your shift.
We'll see you soon. But anyways, she'll get up sometimes, and she'll be like, hey, turn off the fan. Turn off the fan means...
I said, can you turn off the fan? It's fucking freezing in here.
She'll say, turn off the fan, and that usually means she's going to take a shower. So she got up. She got over to the dresser, did some stuff, and she said, like, can you turn off the fan? It's fucking freezing in here. So I'm like, yeah. So I reach over and I turn off the fan.
You did not. I turned off the fan with my hand by pressing the fucking button.
Okay. I turned off the ceiling fan. Psycho. She leaves the room, and I have a floor fan in the hallway that blows right at me. She turns that off with her hand. I'm like, oh, she must be taking a shower. That's always what she asks me to do when she's taking a shower, because she's leaving the room. I'm still sleeping. She's getting ready to go to school. Why does she need both fans off if she's not even in the room?
Because it's cold. It doesn't matter if I'm taking a shower. It's
so
fucking
she
cold.
left the room that she will no longer be in, made me turn on, woke me up to make sure the fans were turned off, then came in, gave me a kiss goodbye, and fucking left. And I'm like, so I don't get to be in the situation that I want to be in because you woke up and decided it was too cold.
Yeah, because I still have to get ready and walk around and put clothes on.
You're so full of shit. You just said you turned off the fan in the hallway.
Yeah.
Which means you left the fucking room, so it didn't matter.
It doesn't mean I wasn't going to come back. Also,
for like a minute,
you were covered with your blanket.
That I finally had access to because you got out of the fucking room. Because you gave some of the blanket up. It's like, why on earth would you make me turn off the fan when you're leaving the room? Jesus, I need my own bed.
There is one. It's across the hall.
Yeah, I'm considering it.
Go fuck yourself.
All right.
All right. Read your stories.
Yeah, I'm aware. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Margaret, get the fuck away from my boobs.
Let me touch your titties.
All right. I'm going to give us like a nice intro. Stop.
I just want to hold your hand.
I wonder how I got to the point where I defend myself like that.
I still have another bunch of drinks, actually.
All right.
I take it back. I don't want to touch your filthy fucking hand.
If you could just let me do these stories, then you could say more mean things to me afterwards. Okay. Margaret. All right. So now that we're back, I'm going to go ahead and move into 4, 5, and 6 on this email. Number 4. Alma had a liking for the afterlife and occult and occasionally practiced more with candle magic and tarot. As a child, I was nosy and always looked through stuff in the basement. I always looked at this story, just has like the makings of things to terrify Robin practicing with candle magic and tarot in a basement. Okay. One day, shit. Let me know when you're done pouring.
Sounds like peeing.
I always looked at the old photographs that were in a box in the back room. One day, I was rummaging through a box, my hand grazed over something, and my heart stopped.
It was wet.
Whatever it was shouldn't have been there.
Moist.
So I looked into the box and saw something about 10 inches or so in length and was wrapped in some type of fabric. I thought dildo too.
Okay.
I took it out and unwrapped it. The fabric was the netted hair coverings from the 1950s that the ladies wore to keep their hair from getting messed up and tied under the chin.
Huh.
What I found in the hairnet freaked me out for a young one. It was a human form made out of clay with a picture on my... I think this is incorrect.
Picture of my...
With a picture face. Of my... Why would you talk over me like that so fast?
Because you said I don't...
Just
right.
Stop. Jesus Christ.
It was right, though.
That's everything we have for Scaryish. Thanks, everyone. I can't wait till you fuck up reading. You ruin every climax and every fucking story and in my life. It was a human...
Shut up. No, I do not. Give up. Take it back.
I take it back. I take it back. Don't hurt me. It was a human form made out of clay with a picture of my birth father's face on the head. Yup, a clay voodoo doll complete with long hat pins stuck in various places.
What What?
I think I
It's a
took
voodoo
it to
doll.
Oma. Yeah, and she asked where I got it. I told her, and she told me to quit snooping through her stuff.
She was like,
Shortly after that, I did try to find it again, but I think she either hid it or tossed it. No, she never cared for my birth father and didn't hide that fact. I've never heard of like an actual voodoo doll being stuck with stuff.
Wow.
Number 5. On Oma's bookcase, she had her scattered books on reincarnation and magic by Edgar Cayce and the
Casey?
like.
Or is it Case?
I don't know. It's Cayce, so I read it one way because I don't like to stop in the middle of a story and then read it a bunch of different ways and sound really unsure. So I just pick one and go with it.
Oh, okay.
Oma lived in Germany during World War II and came over around 1951 or 1952. Opa would give her money and she would basically hide it, afraid to break the $100 bills. We just figured that she was used to holding on to the money because of living through the war. At some point, she was looking through the books for something and she came across money she had hidden in one of the books. There was a few $100s tucked throughout the book, The Baffling World by John Goodwin, which was published in 1968, apparently. That's funny. All right. Number 6, and this is going to be the final one that I'll read from this particular email. We had some stupor. I'm stupor right now.
Yeah.
Number 6. Just so many cars passed in the background. Number 6. We had some superstitions in the house also. Oma always said not to sit on the corner of the table or you wouldn't get married. I remember I did the superstition episode and there was so many about where you oriented yourself on the table and how it could like curse you.
Really?
Yeah. I don't remember if a time frame was associated with this. She also told me to not stare at myself in the mirror or my reflection would jump out at me.
That kind of scares me sometimes when I'm brushing my teeth. I'm like, don't stare at yourself in the mirror. What if you do something different than what you're actually doing? What if that happens? Then you're fucked.
I stare at myself all the time in the mirror. I just like look at my eyes and I'm like, man, my eyes are really fucking bloodshot today. I probably need to sleep more. Okay, getting back to it.
How do you see your eyes when your lashes are so long?
I just open my eyes pretty wide. That made her gag. Or my reflection would jump out at me. Didn't that boggle a young mind? Personally, I believe in the broken mirror and black cats. In parentheses, I'm a dog person with cat allergies. Anyways, superstitions. I don't believe in the black cat superstitions because I have one and she is wonderful.
She is wonderful.
I had a black cat situation once where a black cat crossed the road in front of me on the way to a club, a drive 35 minutes to a club, only to realize that I left my driver's license at home.
Oof.
Let me tell you, the drive from Portage, Indiana to Maryville, Indiana on back roads gave me time to curse at myself for forgetting it. Then I would notice the streetlights would go out after I drove under them. That freaked me out, as it happened numerous times that night.
Oh my god.
I went back to the club and realized I should have just stayed home. That's what the cat was trying to tell you. On the drive back, another black cat crossed in front of me. I took this as the open and close of the crap luck / bad time I had that night. I walk under ladders and have no fear of Friday the 13th. My grandparents were married on Friday the 13th and together for 43 years when Omer passed. Ray and I were also married on Friday the 13th in Las Vegas.
Wait, what?
I had a friend who was married on Friday the 13th also, to his first wife.
Oh. Oops.
One of my best friends would go ballistic if I put a hat on the bed or try to put a hat on the bed to mess with her. She would simply say it was bad luck. Interesting. It's really fun to hear the bad luck superstition ones, just to sort of hear like what things people were scared of or are scared of, because there's so many and some of them are like family specific too. So it's really cool to get through and see some of those. I sincerely believe black cats are a warning sign. Like, don't keep going that way. Like, you don't want to go that way. I'm just letting you know right now. So it's like, don't kill the messenger type of thing. Don't blame the messenger. It was trying to warn you. You turned around. Whatever was waiting for you there chased you home, which is why it was turning off all those lights. You decided to go back out, had a crap night, and when you left, the cat crossed again. It was like, fucking told you. I told you. So that's my interpretation.
I think it is kind of like maybe a family thing, because like Adam always thought that when you have a ringing in your ear, it's someone
talking about you. I've always heard from everyone, not just people in my family, everyone I grew up around in Northwest Indiana, if your ears ring, it means someone's talking about you. Until I met Robin, who thinks differently.
Everyone in my family, everyone thinks if you have a ringing...
You gotta aim your mic at your face. It's like terrible.
Everyone in my family thinks that if you hear a ringing in your ears, someone is talking shit about you, not just talking about you.
Mentioning Robin's older sister again, we tested this because I asked her, because we were hanging out one time, like, hey, if you hear your ears ringing, I asked her and her husband at the same time, if you hear your ears ring, what does that mean? And like in unison, they said, it means someone's talking. And her husband was like talking about you. And she was like talking shit about you. And I was like, see, I fucking knew it. It's a family specific thing. Maybe it's part of like Vietnamese culture or just Asian culture in general. Or just maybe it's from Texas or Hawaii. I don't fucking know. All I know is it seems awfully pessimistic. So every time my ears are ringing, I think like, who could be talking about me? But since I've met Robin, I think like, who's fucking talking shit about me right now?
Usually me.
Yeah, I figure it's always
probably
her.
me.
Or she's thinking terrible things. But either way, it's so much fun to go through superstitions.
Terrible things or naughty things?
I hope both.
What?
All right, good stuff. Let's look over to Stream Chat, see what you folks had to say during that story. And then we'll go into the last one. Don't poke my boob.
But it's so pokeable.
It's really not. Got some hashtag team fans. Got hashtag team no fan. You're insane. Captain Fake Guy says, I, too, do this with my husband. There is a deep-seated anger for those that still slumber while I have to be up. Everyone else around me must also be up. It's so fucking weird because when I get up, I'm like, I don't want to wake her up. I just want to wake her up to kiss her goodbye.
Well, it's pretty hard to wake me up in the morning anyway.
And that's it. I once drove to work and I forgot to kiss Robin goodbye, and she was sleeping. I fucking got to work, told my boss, I'll be right back, I have to go home. Drove home and kissed her goodbye.
He didn't work very far.
It was like 20 minutes, and then I went back to work. And when he asked me what happened, I was like, oh, I had the wrong set of keys. Like, she wouldn't have been able to get to work. Because I didn't want to tell him, like, I'm, super sappy, sentimental. And, like, Robin is just like,
she'll die today if I don't kiss her.
You're so fucking stupid. I hate you so fucking much. And then, like, of course, when she started working earlier and I had to work later, she, like, fucking banged into the bed, like, oh, sorry, did I wake you up? Are you sleeping, you lazy piece of shit? So, anyways, keep scrolling.
It's accurate.
It's very accurate. Got a team fan from Pink Penguin says, also got to have a blanket no matter what. You get the room super cold, you cuddle under your blanket so you're nice and warm. The best example I can give of this is when we fucking camped. It was like 50 degrees outside in the desert, but you put your fucking sleeping bag over you and you're nice and toasty warm. Maybe you put a foot out so that you can feel like the cold and pull it back in.
I put my knee out.
It's just, I fucking love it so much. Kevin Vegas is team no fan.
Well, when we were in Portland, monster. It was freezing at night, and we just opened the window.
The room was very stuffy and warm-ish, so we opened the window, and I just crack it just enough, and like there'd be a little bit of a breeze that would go through, get the room nice and cold. It felt so good, I didn't even need a ceiling fan.
I'm sweating like crazy right now, though. Like, so bad.
Is it because of your mead?
It might be.
That's it. That's all I got. It might be.
It might be.
Sound like there was another word coming on.
I'm so hot right now.
Yeah, you are.
Fuck you. I'm just sweating. I'm dying. I'm gonna die. Captain Big Guy says, my kids would be extremely clean, but also hate pictures. What? I feel like your kids would be so cute. Why would they? What? I don't know.
Pink Penguin says, my grandparents had a black cat named Shadow. She was a sweetie.
Aw.
Yeah, my uncle had 2 black cats. They were both awesome. I think one of them was named Shadow also.
Captain Vegas says, my parents were scientists, still had the superstition that if I had a fan blow on me while I slept, I would die from a cold.
It's madness.
Probably why I'm now hashtag team no fan. There was one point in my life when I was maybe middle school, early high school years, I almost died, according to my mom. I got so sick. She thought I was possessed by something, like some evil thing. And maybe I still am, who knows. But she put me in front of the air conditioner because my fever was so bad and she thought I was going to fucking die. I didn't go to school for days. I was so sick.
Fake Eye, does that work? If you have a fever, do you set someone in front of an air conditioner?
I don't know, but I think my mom did a bunch of stuff to try and like scare away the demons. I don't know.
Gotcha.
I'm sure my mom could tell you the story. My dad was like, okay, you got to record all this stuff because they have so many stories, right? But they would say it in Vietnamese. I don't think they could say it in English, but they're like, you got to record it. And so I feel like I have to record it and then listen to it and then transcribe into English.
We'll figure something out. Pink Penguin says, if you sneeze, it means that someone's talking about you. I've never heard that one before. That means that every time Robin wakes up, 40 fucking people are talking about her because she sneezes repeatedly. I've seen that same superstition pop up in the Japanese manga as well. Emily over there on YouTube says, I've always heard when your ears ring, someone is talking about you, and if your hand itches, you have money coming your way.
Ooh.
I've heard the hand one too. See, and again, nothing about talking shit about you.
All right, come on. Come on.
Yeah, itch, you sons of bitches.
Itch.
All right. Chunks says, same. I want to be woken up to be kissed too. I usually sleep in.
Aw. The Snark says, that's true. True love's kiss keeps me alive. Aw.
Brian says, I've always heard that if your left hand itches, money's coming your way. If your right hand itches, you're about to have to spend a bunch of money. Well, that's interesting. MQI says, I think there's one that if your nose itches, someone's thinking about you. I don't know. Pink Penguin says, or if you're struggling to sleep at night, it means that someone's dreaming about you.
Then someone's always
I have
dreaming
heard
about
that
me.
before. Emily says,
Are
I've
you
heard
always dreaming about me? Because I can't sleep ever.
every time I go to bed, I try and go to bed thinking of like tasks I have to do the next day, or what I would do if I won a bunch of money.
Except all his fucking dreams are like, man, you're such a hoe bag last night. What the hell?
She's a fucking bitch in my dreams. That's all I'm saying. Emily says, I've heard that one as well. And if your nose itches, you will soon get a visitor. And it's if the right side expect a woman, if it's the left side expect a man. Glitch Group says, Adam's face is priceless. Thank you. MQI says, my kiddo gives me the goodnight kisses and the goodbye kisses. Single mom life.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Brian says, whenever someone around me says, I'm so hot right now, I say sorry. I have that effect on people. That's funny.
I'm dying right now, man. Oh
Glitch
my
says,
God.
everyone know you need a young priest and an old priest. That's hilarious if your fever gets too high.
I'm dying. I need to just change my shirt real quick.
Okay, just don't do it on camera, please. Kevin Vega says, cool him down however you can. So AC can work. MQI says, I gave him the embarrassing goodbye kiss in front of the bus this morning. That's hilarious. I never got to a point where I was embarrassed by my parents. I was just like, these are my fucking parents. Like, everyone else got to the point where they like didn't want their mom or dad around, and I was just like, I don't care. Like, my parents are pretty fucking cool. They're cooler than your parents. So I was like always kind of okay with it. But also my mom, I don't think ever gave me like the goodbye kisses in front of my friends. So way to embarrass your kid. It's pretty funny.
Am I on camera? Can you see my butt?
No, but any further over you would be. Whoa! She has 3 boobs, and one of them's telling me to start a reactor on Mars.
My sweater is wet.
Her sweater is wet, so it's now just a wetter.
Damn it, babe.
Fucking nailed it.
It makes it a literal sweater. Get it? Because it's covered in sweat.
Well, you're busting out the twins now.
Okay.
All right. So we are caught up. ASP Bunny says, Quaid, start the reactor.
I'm dying.
The OG Total Recall. All right. Turning over the mouse.
All right. I think I have my...
What was that combination of sounds that just escaped your mouth?
I think I have one last drink.
Drink it. Drink it. All right. Since we often talk about the celebrities Robin would like to sleep with, I have to say that I'm pretty sure my number 2 on my list is Aquafina now.
Aquafina?
Yeah, just had to put that out there. Because I remember that the Snark put Aquafina as my Aquaquina, just like randomly during chat last time. And like, she's super cool. She's very talented. And also, I think she's super hot. So, number 2, congratulations, right below AOC.
I can't believe AOC is on your list, man.
She got so pissed at me the other day when I said that. All right. Marking it. Give us that last story transition.
All right. So I'm going to read a couple more stories from Emily over here. And the next one, if you folks have been really wanting to know, is the lady on the ceiling.
I like that we were like put on the to be continued at the beginning of the episode. Now we get to find out about the lady on the ceiling.
Dragon Ball Z. All right, so the lady on the ceiling. That is a
2 words in. It says brother. It's right there. Oh my god, you stupid
Why
asshole.
don't you drink this shit? It's 19%, motherfucker.
Fuck that. I'll drink my Bud Light Bleh.
Sorry you had to see that.
That's so bad. God.
Are you done?
I'm waiting on you.
I'm waiting on you.
Are you? I hate my hair right now.
My brother and I are 2 years apart in age and have always been 2 peas in a pod. My first experience in this house was not something I saw, but rather felt. I wasn't in kindergarten yet and had a room to myself. Sometimes, when I was scared, I would sense a woman in my room. I never saw her, but always had a picture of her in my mind. She wasn't on the ceiling, but I never pictured her standing on the ground. I knew it was a woman's presence. I felt the woman for 6 years until we eventually moved out.
Wow.
All right, so it wasn't necessarily a lady on the ceiling.
It's less terrifying than I thought it would
a lady near the ceiling.
The floating lady.
Yeah, the floating lady. Just like, I want to call her Love. That's not her fucking name.
The bent neck lady?
Yeah, the bent neck lady. All right. The next story is titled The Attic Door / Temperature Change.
Okay.
Like I said, my brother's room was right next to mine, connected by a hallway. Think of a conjoined hotel room. So there's that door that you can open into the next hotel room.
Gotcha. Gross.
So this room was always cold, even though we had central heating and cooling. His door was never shut because I found some comfort in being able to see him at night. Until he grew old enough where it's like, nope, I need my me time. All right, so sorry. His room had an attic attached to it. Luckily, it was not your room. This door was thick and old. The only thing keeping this locked was a barrel bolt lock.
I was going to say, same. Thick and old.
God. The floor was weak and we could fall through the ceiling if we were to go in there. At least, that's what my mom said. Sometimes when we would wake up, the door would be open. This thing has a bolt lock, and when they wake up, it's fucking open? No.
There's someone up there that came down for their bucket of fish heads. That's exactly what's happening.
My mom thought it was us for a while. We told her it wasn't, and she made it very clear that it was dangerous and we would get hurt. My brother and I got used to it and would close it and lock it if we saw it open. What the oh my God. It didn't stop there. It began to move through the house.
What the fuck?
Fucking fuck. No. All right, I have to read the next one now. It's called Bumps in the Night, right? It probably stems from the last one, which is why I have to read it. So this story happened to my mom. We lived in town, so hearing people talking outside wasn't that big of a deal. Everyone knew everyone, and sometimes people would sit on our porch to smoke a cigarette. We always heard people talking. The closer you got to the talking, the farther away it got. You would look outside and no one would be there. You could never make out what they were saying. Sometimes it was angry and sometimes it sounded like a normal conversation. Then the ghost, demon, entity, whatever, began ringing our doorbell. What the fuck? Okay, I have to go to the next one. It's called the doorbell. You have to, right? All right. So it goes, the doorbell always rang, day and night. At first, we thought it was my friends ding-dong ditching my house. I don't know if people do that anymore.
They do. But, do doorbells exist? Because if they do, kids still ding-dong ditch.
But there's cameras now.
Doesn't fucking matter. You wear a mask.
But it only did it at certain times. We told my friends to stop, and they were persistent that it wasn't them. We would be casually having a conversation and say a number in the sentence, like, for instance, you can have 2 pieces of cake. And then the doorbell would ring. And then the doorbell would ring. And then the doorbell would ring 2 times. It took us a while to catch on, and we started engaging, telling the spirit to ring it 5 times, and it would. We started having some fun. My mom wasn't a huge fan, but my friends and I decided to take some EVPs. All right, and I think at EVPs, we'll pick this up on a different episode. Because I could just keep reading. It's like one leads into the other.
I would recommend reading EVPs and then stopping after that one.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Fine. All right. So the only prominent EVP I ever caught was on a flip phone. My friend and I went into my bathroom and started asking questions. That scared the fuck out of me.
No one can hear the dog outside on the audio.
Okay, but I can hear it and it scared the fuck out of me.
I get it. Man up.
I'm going to touch you.
I'm going to pinch you with this.
What is that? Oh. My friend and I went into my bathroom and started asking questions. We told the spirit to touch us.
Take it again.
My friend and I went into my bathroom and started asking questions. We told the spirit to touch us. We told them we can stand normal or in funky fashion. In a man's voice, it said really fast, funky fashion.
What the fuck?
I don't remember being touched, and neither does she, but when we played it back, you could hear it. We showed my mom, and you could tell she believed us, but blew it off. Later that week, I went to my grandma's, the only one with the possessed storage room. Or I don't know why I said the only one. The one with the possessed storage room, and little did I know, my mom had the house blessed by her friends who hunted ghosts. They said it should help. Boy, were they wrong. It helped for a little bit, but things got more sinister.
To be continued.
In Sinister 2. JK LOL. Thank you so much, Emily, for sending those. We will be reading the others here in a future Storytime episode.
Yeah, The Others with Nicole Kidman, great movie. Thank you so much for sending those in. They're definitely super, super interesting. And like we said, so we're going to take a break from these. So the next time we have Storytime, which will be in 2 weeks, we'll read 4 new stories. And then the next episode after that, so in 4 weeks, we will finish up the saga that is these 2 emails. So either way, Lexi, thank you. Emily, thank you for sending in your stories. We sincerely appreciate it. All right. Let's go ahead and get this formatted so we remember which ones we read and which ones we didn't.
Cool.
And then we'll move into Marbles on Stream.
Oh my God,
and then everyone can go play Halo.
Hell yeah, Halo. No, I got to do my homework. Semester's almost over. I only have a few weeks left.
Which means school's almost over.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Minimize. Minimize.
Free at last.
Oh, yeah. That worked out. That looks good.
The snark says Aqua Queena.
All right. Brie Ball says AOC is hot. Glitch Grim says I have zero idea who that is. Captain Vegas says AOC is super hot. I'd make out with AOC.
What the what?
Pink Penguin says she's a boss from what I've seen of her. Glitch says, what does she manage? Is she head of sales? Pink Penguin says she's a state representative from New York.
Yeah.
Glitch says that place with the statue, LOL. Brian says, dang, Emily, you're very talented at streaming one story into another. You really are. Okay. Glitch says, y'all remember the late 90s when flip phones were a thing and gas was $1.23 and Tamagotchis were on the second version, V2, some would say. I do remember that. Gas went up to like $3 a gallon the year I got my license.
Enzo Matrix says, no Halo, Team PS4. We're playing it on PC, so...
Yep.
We're not even playing it on
Xbox. You can play
Xbox.
Microsoft stuff through Xbox or PC. So
yeah.
She has this super powerful video card. My computer's doing pretty well. We run it at 60 frames a second. So
I posted a picture.
Just like on the Xbox.
I posted a picture on my Instagram, and my friend from Hawaii was like, your fucking monitor, because my monitor is an ultra wide. So it's like Halo is taking up like so much real estate.
Smudge on a lens?
Smudge on a lens?
Brian says, okay, switching back to Twitch. Hopefully it's not still acting up. Ball says, see everyone. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. Vet Tech Cat says, hey guys, what up? Vet Tech Cat, thank you for joining us. ASB Bunny says, ooh, I finished my semester, so I finished my story. If people would like, I can post it in the Discord for you to read. Definitely post it. MQI says, random, did Dexter already come back? Anyone know? It did, because I've been seeing commercials for like episodes in the middle of the season.
Why are you crying?
She wants attention, and you always let her in now, so she's used to it. She's like, I'm here to fuck shit up.
I'm here to fuck.
I'm not making fun of you. I mean, I kind of am. She's so fucking cute. She's just so noisy. I'm not picking you up.
What?
When I pick you up, you pee sometimes.
All right, come here.
All right, Glitch, there's someone over there on YouTube that requested to be banned for life, so if you could take care of that, I would appreciate it. And I'm going to go ahead and get Marbles on Stream going. Bless you, doggo.
Come here. Come here. Hello, doggy.
They can't see the dog. There you go. She is so cute.
You are so cute. Bless you.
All right, go ahead and type in !vote, then a space, and the number that corresponds with the track you would like to race.
Ugh.
Once I switch it over to the correct.
She's looking at you. Love her.
Glitch, it would be Cream Pie Lars, who asked if they are allowed to say incredibly racist language and doesn't understand why that's offensive. You clearly don't know anything about our show, anything about our channel, anything about our community, and anything about our content. So why would we engage? Just going to go ahead and get rid of it, and you can go and move into a channel that allows you to say those horrible things. So, start with the voting, then we'll go from there.
Go to your bed. I have dog hair in my mouth.
We don't do lifelong bans, we do bans, and then we will do appeals later on if someone comes back.
Oh, Jesus.
That's so fucking loud. I hate this phone. We do bans, then we'll do an appeal later on if someone comes back and asks for us to appeal it. That has literally never happened because all the people we've ever banned are fucking trolls that just show up to mess with people. So it's like we have this long ban list of people that are from like Reddit or 4chan who decided that they're just going to go into a bunch of random places, try and elicit a reaction, and then like take a screenshot or a clip and send it to their friends and be like, oh my god, look at how I disturbed the peace. I'm so hardcore.
You're not hardcore unless you live hardcore.
All right. Thank you,
Glitch.
Glitch.
Says, nah, he gone forever.
Yeah, we've never had to ban anyone who's actually... We never even had to like time anyone out who's an actual fan of the show. I think there's been messages that have been blocked based off of like the profanity filter, and that's it. Everyone else is always super nice and they're super normal. As far as normal goes, just respectful. So it's not something we've literally ever had to deal with where it's like we had to take an actual spooky friend, put him in the timeout. But I think that's just pretty standard stuff for streaming. If you wind up having to do that with people, after a while you just have a ban appeal and then you just move people out. It's so gross. All right, Glitch, if you could go ahead and take care of that next one over there. I think we're being rated by a 4chan channel right now. You might just want to watch from YouTube from now on, because that's probably going to continue happening. All right, currently in the lead is Shattered Dreams, which I feel like we race every week. I'm going to switch to local stats, and we will see the ones that are blank are the ones that we have not done it. We have not raced, excuse me. Pink Penguin says, plot twist, someone wants to troll, joins the spooky fam, and gets so caught up in cryptids and ghosts that they don't have time to troll anymore. I wouldn't be shocked if that's at least happened once.
That would be nice, though, right? If someone came in to troll and was like, you know what? I actually like these people. That'd be nice.
I mean, it's just like we just have a really chill show, and we're going to keep it that way, and we're going to make sure no one has to worry about getting trolled. All right, right now, Pixel's Death Alley has 4. Shattered Dreams has 5. We're going to let it scroll past one more time, and then we'll go ahead and jump into the race. Oh, man. Glitch says, call me Thor and eat my hammer.
Hot. So hot.
Glitch, I believe, has a custom-made hoodie that we made and sent him that says moderator on it.
It's a t-shirt that says moderator.
I thought it was a hoodie, but it could be a t-shirt too.
No, it's a t-shirt because
either way,
made it.
There's a reason. It's because Glitch runs his bitch. It's Glitch's world, and we all just live here.
What the fuck?
MQI says, oh, nope, I don't do rude. Race, gender, looks, speech, political affiliations, etc. TikTok is toxic for that. It's horrible. Don't have anything nice to say? Don't say anything at all. Why is it so hard? Exactly. And there's another one. Shocker, new account. And guess what? Glitch is going to get that one too. And now I'm just going to stop referencing them because I know Glitch is over there and on top of it. This one isn't actually like offensive.
That's not offensive.
It's just a comment.
We don't talk about politics on our show. That's just not.
It's part of the rules about whether or not you're going to chat as well. So just saying, probably just, stick to the rules.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to worry about whether or not you're going to get banned. All right, Shattered Dreams is the track we're going to race. Glitch says, don't read any of these. Well, I'm just going to stop reading them because I know you're over there and you're on top of it. So use your best discretion. You can time people out as well rather than do a permaban. Shattered Dreams is going to be our track, so let's jump in there. Robin does have the record with 1:39. Let's try and take that from her. All right. Exclamation point play to join the race. I'm going to give us 75 seconds to get everyone in. All right, so far we already have 14 marbles in here. We know we have a few more. Glitch says, nah, hold on. Give me a second to get that, okay? Yeah, you're good. Just hop over, exclamation point play. You're in. We're good to go. Only 15 marbles so far. We know there's a few more people watching. So exclamation point play for a chance to win some free merchandise. All right, we are up to 17 marbles. Donosaur has joined. Thank you so much.
Said, did I manage to leave YouTube just before bad stuff started happening?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. I mean, our YouTube's really not that active anyway. So, meh.
And this happens like a few times a year, I think. It's been a while since that happened, but
I think it's the end of the school year, right?
Yeah.
For people. Is it the end of the school year, or do they? Well,
I mean, no, we're in November.
But it's almost, the holidays, winter break. People have a lot of time off. I'm about to have a lot of time off.
It's going to be real nice. But it's just, I've never seen anything come from someone where I'm like, oh, I recognize that name. It's always like, oh, it's the first time chatting. So we're going to go ahead and just not worry about that. Yeah, let the dog out of here.
Goodbye, doggo.
Glitch says, I do very, very much love my shirt. I am wearing it right now.
Aw, nice.
MQI says, let's go back to the 90s when we just didn't know about who we vote for. It would make life a lot easier. Family get-togethers would probably be a lot less exciting, too. I will say, growing up, we, on both sides of my family, we had one uncle who always had to bring stuff up and like was deliberately looking to troll other family members to get people upset, because if they could elicit a reaction of them being upset, somehow Cursed Wolf was in first place and hopped over the edge and chose to end it all. But if you could elicit a reaction of someone being upset, somehow that meant you were right. And it was kind of good to be around that as a kid, because I was like, wow, I never want to behave like that. Pink Penguin has also fallen off the track near the beginning, so we do have a little bit further, almost the entire track to go, and we're down 2 marbles already. All right, in the middle track over here, it looks like I'm What's Your Dinner and Lunabin are the first ones out of the elevator. The Robin Grace's Ghost Ball that shows the pace of the record-setting time is now ahead because of this fan blade stopping I'm What's Your Dinner and Luna. The Snark is going to try and go right through.
Oh, snap.
Almost made it. I'm What's Your Dinner, however, has made it, and these people that are on the top row, the marbles on the top row, are being smacked around. Dinosaur has fallen off. Robin's record seems to be safe. It looks like I'm What's Your Dinner, Girl Panic, and me are all bottlenecked right here. Enzo Matrix has also fallen off.
AZ Bunny says, my ex was trolling on Scaryish YouTube a while back just to be annoying. I got so angry at him.
I don't think we even noticed him, which I'm sure is something that they're familiar with.
You know, like...
MQI and I'm What's Your Dinner have also fallen off.
I have so much stuff in my life to be worried about. That's like trolls and stuff are the least of my worries.
Yeah, it's like it must bother you how little you matter.
But the thing is, like,
congratulations, Girl Panic, on your victory.
It doesn't waste any time in my day. It wastes time out of your day.
ASP Bunny says, no, he was banned that day, and he freaking deserved it. The Snark has fallen off. All right, the order's going to go Girl Panic, ASP Bunny, Bob, Chunkster. Me and Lunabin are neck and neck. Lunabin gets 5th. I get 6th. Lisbeth gets launched backwards, but does not fall off. Glitch is 7th. Brandon is 8th. Laura Ann's just hanging out on the ramp.
Lisbeth is so far behind. Don't get taken out by the blue wall of death.
All right, Laura Ann is officially 9th. Lisbeth is going to try this one more time and see if she can make it in there without being launched backwards.
The AIs in Halo can be very scary. I've learned the new Halo Infinite because I made my AI like this cute, cheery voice.
Yeah, it's so weird when they say the most haunting things.
Yeah, it's just like she's like, kill all the interlopers. I was like, what the what?
Yeah. All right, Glitch says 7th is okay. I am okay with that. Lizardry says, let me try that again. I'm watching it says, there goes the coyotes again. They sound even closer. Girl Panic collects 6 points in the season. ASP Bunny gets 4. Bob gets 3. Chunkster 2. Everyone else that finished gets 1, except for Lisbeth Tree, who did finish but didn't get any points. Right now, the lead, I think, is me at 13 points overall in the season. Laura Ann is up to 8. I'm What's Your Dinner didn't finish, but still sits at 9. And so does Dinosaur. So, Girl Panic, don't forget to type !merch. Click that link. And then, that is weird. ASP Bunny, it looked like you got in there like right at the same time as a few other people, but it gave you seconds. So, !merch. Click the link, Robin's Quiet Corner, and then find yourself a Scaryish sticker. All right.
Hello, Nefcore. Welcome, welcome.
You have made it
just
in time.
Last round of marbles.
So go ahead and do your voting. I will switch it over to local stats so everyone can see the tracks we haven't raced and decide whether or not they're going to vote for one we have or one we haven't.
No, I wrote the wrong word.
VOT 50.
Nefcore says, sorry, I missed it today. I fell asleep. Everyone deserves to sleep in.
Yeah, totally okay. All right. I have participated in the democratic process. God, I love that play.
It's so good. I would watch Hamilton again. If anybody wants to invite us out to watch Hamilton, that'd be great.
Hell yeah. MQI says, I played Halo for years. I remember when everyone made their name something gross, so when they got splattered, it said something nasty. Yeah, I had friends back home. I think Pixel's Portal Alley is going to win here. We'll let it scroll by one more time. I had friends that would always like try and make their name say fucking at the beginning. So it'd be like, fucking Lee. And then their name got reset. So they'd be like, fucking with a K and no C, then fucking, and then fuggin. And I think they finally let it be Fugin before they reset it again. So I'm pretty sure that's what his name still is, actually.
Yep. Well, not Lee, but...
It's like fucking Brown or something like that. Because what can Brown do for you?
What can it do for you?
It's UPS's
okay. Gotcha.
slogan from back in the day. Glitch says, I'm so tired. Work is so busy. I have the most annoying coworker. Hopefully things fix or I will ban her from work. LOL. Just wield that ban hammer in everyday life, bro. All right. Once it gets to Pixel's Portal Alley, which is now, we're going to race it. The MGGNG, which I do not remember being someone who has raced with us before, but apparently they have.
When you were like Magungung.
Magungung. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Magungung holds the record for 1:46. Average time for the rest of us is 2:02. Let's get in there and see if we can take the record from Magungung.
Even though it's more like Magungung.
All right. Exclamation point play.
Here comes the sun.
Do.
Don't add us. What is it? Don't copyright strike us or whatever.
I seriously doubt we were pitch perfect enough to be copyright struck.
MQI says, random, but my friend used to play with... I used to play with Meta's wife on Halo Live when we used to play. That's so romantic.
That is romantic.
One of our friends met their wife in a video game, right?
I think it was EverQuest.
EverQuest?
For thinking of the same couple.
Yeah.
And then they played WoW together, and they fell in love.
That's so romantic. So romantic.
All right, I am in. Is Robin in?
Oh, shit, no.
You got 55 seconds.
My nose is just real dry.
You got 19 marbles this time. That's wonderful to see.
Moisturize me.
Moisturize me. All right. Please don't hurt me.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's like the first time I've ever won this. Which
Is it?
says someone in the Scaryish community that their wife and the Discord channel, so that's even better. Met their wife.
Yes.
I think they met through DMing on Facebook group.
Mm-hmm.
So that's super cool. All right, 20 seconds for the final stragglers to get their exclamation point play typed in the chat so they get a chance to win a marble on stream. And then we will be wrapping everything up, returning everyone's Thursday night to them. Robin can do her homework. When's it due?
It was due 3 weeks ago.
Robin will be playing Halo after this. Then I got a website to finish, which I'm really excited for because twats.
So when does that thing go up in the episode?
What thing go up?
The Magic Tavern.
Monday.
Monday. I'm excited to hear it.
All right, currently MQI is in the lead. I hate levels with blocks that just stop you dead. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Red Keto somehow survived all that. Enzo Matrix as well. Holy balls.
Oh god, no.
All right, we're going to stick with Lunabin here.
Look
Although
at
there's
that
a bunch of
freaking makeup. It's so amazing.
On point. I have fallen off as well. Red Keto, Pink Penguin, me. Oh, it looks like someone just dropped into the portal. The Snarked and Chunkster have also fallen off. I think when you get into the portal, it sends you further back. Cursed Wolf is
Red
like
Keto
way
says,
ahead.
I blame Adam. He jinxed me.
My bad. Bye-bye, Girl Panic. Bye-bye. No, Nuff Core survived that one. And is still cruising through. You can zigzag just a little bit. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yep. It's just about the end right there. Oh, God.
Ugh.
Oh, no.
All right, who's number 2? God, so many people. Robin, I Wants for Dinner. MQI have all fallen off. Glitch and Lizbetree. Magungung's Ghost Ball, it looks like, is going to hang on to his record. Their record.
Why is that ball?
This is why I hate these stupid blocks, is because they take so long to dissolve. We only have 7 marbles left.
What? Oh, my lord.
Nefcore is really trying to get through there. Magungung's Ghost Ball is right there. Somehow Lunabin, did Lunabin win? Lunabin did win.
Holy shit.
They just, like, instantly popped up out of nowhere and won that. Congratulations, Lunabin. That was insane. Pink Penguin says, my dreams are always dashed early. Cursed Wolf says, Adam and Robin, you guys doing Battlefield? I don't know if we'll do Battlefield. Robin's never been huge into Battlefield.
No.
And for me, too, like, I like Battlefield, but I if I'm going to do a bunch of, like, capture the flag, capture the point modes, I would definitely prefer to do Halo. I just like Halo a lot better. There was 5 people who were able to actually complete the track. All right, Lunabin comes in first place, moves up to 8 points. Don't forget to type in !merch and claim yourself a sticker by going to Robin's Quiet Corner. Lizard Tree goes up to 6. Nefcore is at 4. Glitch is up to 9. Cursed Wolf acquires the first points of the young
still
season.
At 0? What the F?
Cool. That's great. I'm What's to Dinner is at 9. Dinosaur is also at 9. Allure Ann is at 8. And I think I'm in the lead still with 13.
Did I miss an episode or something? Is that why I'm at 4 and you're at 6?
There's races right next to you. It says 4. And I've done 6. So somehow you missed 2 races.
Wow. Huh. All right.
Interesting. But yeah, fun stuff. Let's move over into the normal cameras, and we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. Thank you, Glitch, for your diligence when it comes to being a mod. You are the best in the business. Glitch says, I will say this here to the trolls before I go. In brightest day and scariest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power band hammer's light.
Wow.
That is the, I was going to say Green Goblin, the Green Lantern's motto. So it was very well adapted as well.
Girl Panic redeemed my high five.
Booyah. All right.
I think it's hilarious that your mom's like, I'm never high-fiving you again.
Because you high-five like an asshole.
Yes.
You hit people really hard.
I just hit too hard.
Pink Penguin says, thanks for making my Wednesday night a million times better. Thank you for joining us. It's so nice to see folks come out and watch us that we get to hang out with and read these stories to. It's always a really fun time to just read the chat and hang out with you. It's kind of hard to actually get back to the stories sometimes because we're all just sitting around having a good time. And that's what tonight's all about. So I want to thank, again, Emily and Lexi for sending in their stories. We sincerely appreciate it. Before we go into the full-blown outro, I just want to remind everyone, this episode comes out on Friday, the 19th of November, 2021, which means on this day, some things happen. Cowboy Bebop live series came out. Ghostbusters Afterlife came out. At the time this comes out, we'll already have seen it because we're going to a midnight show, which I'm very excited about. But the thing I'm most excited for is the Wheel of Time show launches.
Is the midnight show tonight?
It's tomorrow
on
Thursday.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so the thing I'm most excited for is the Wheel of Time show that comes out November 19th. And the Wheel of Time is a series that's very near and dear to my heart and a friend of mine named Garrett, his heart as well. We have read these books and reread them over the course of the last 25 or so years. And because of that, because of how invested we are in the fiction, we are creating a new show. And it's a new podcast that you can find anywhere. You can actually find it right now and listen to the prequel episodes. There's 2 of them to set up, and it's called The Wheel of Time Show, about the Wheel of Time show.
Twats-a-twats!
Or twats-a-twats, if you would like. And we're very, very excited for it. It's just going to be a show where we're going to watch the episodes, and immediately afterwards, we're going to record and just give our thoughts on what we saw. And I'm really, really excited. I love The Wheel of Time. I talk about this stuff with Garrett anyways. There was no way we weren't going to talk about it, so we're basically just using the same microphones we're going to talk through and clicking record. And we decided that we're going to have a Patreon, and it'll be patreon.com/The Wheel of Time Show, about the Wheel of Time show.
It's not
if it fits.
Twats-a-twats.
It won't be /twats-a-twats. But we will announce the official one on the next episode of The Wheel of Time Show, about the Wheel of Time show.
Jesus.
Or twats-a-twats. And most importantly,
I feel like it should be /.
Most importantly, some of our Patreon content is going to be, we're going to record ourselves while we watch the episode. So almost like a riff tracks, although we won't be riffing on it if we actually like it, which the review from IGN came out, and their TV reviewers are usually really harsh. It used to talk about it on the show sometimes. When the show Heroes was out, they used to just enjoy giving it super low ratings and just picking it apart piece by piece and showing how terrible that show really was in the later seasons. And they gave it a 9 out of 10. It was the editor's choice of the month. And the headline for it was like a rival to Game of Thrones, which is exactly what Amazon has been pouring money into it for. So I'm cautiously pessimistic is the best way I can put it, but we'll see what happens with it. But please go on whatever app you're listening to right now and subscribe to the Wheel of Time show, about the Wheel of Time show, with Garrett Schultz and Adam Diaz. We're very, very excited for it. And we hope to see you over on that show as well. And if Robin likes the show, maybe she'll join us. And most importantly, Captain Fake Eye, notable spooky friend, will also be joining us for some of those episodes as well. We created some Patreon content, which is going to be a D&D 5th Ed campaign set in the world. It's going to be a prequel, like far back, Age of Legends, if you folks know what that is, if you've watched The Wheel of Time, or excuse me, if you've read The Wheel of Time before, is our setting. And that will be some Patreon content and maybe be released on the normal feed in the future as well. And I'm super excited. I can't say that enough. So thank you so much to everyone who listens to Scaryish, and if you guys want to go check out that show as well, it would mean the world to me. So that said, if you have a story you would like to share with us for Scaryish, that is a homegrown horror, you can reach out to us by emailing storytime@scaryish.com or going to our website, scaryish.com, and clicking on Contact Us. Fill out that form. It comes directly to us. You can also hit us up on any of our social medias. Facebook is facebook.com/Scaryish Podcast. Twitter is @Scaryish Pod, and Instagram is @Scaryish Podcast. We would love to hear from you. Robin, for folks who would like to donate to us, how can they do so?
You can go to patreon.com/Scaryish Podcast, and those are monthly donations. Tiers start at $1. At $1, you get ad-free episodes. I am going to be packaging up this past season's Badge of Honor packages soon. It just takes a little while for me because I handwrite every single note. But I'll get that packaged up and mailed out soon. I'm working on making some lanyards. That's going to be a future Badge of Honor item. So look forward to that. And yeah. If you're not into the monthly donation type thing, you can go to Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/Scaryish Podcast, and those are one-time donations.
Whoa, that's fast.
So, yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for supporting us.
Indeed. That's everything we have for Storytime number 177. So, Robin, go ahead and sign us out.
Keep on creeping on. We'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.